What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B. Drake, with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast of the purpose. And this Sunday evening, June 1st to be more exact, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are back with another Sunday Night Live where we get together and have a conversation with our guests, our audience, our community. We talk about previous episodes. We talk about upcoming episodes. We talk about things we have going on in the community and what we try to have. We check on one another and we talk about what's happening in society, anything that may be in the news or across the timelines of FYP or just what's in our hearts and minds. We just here to chop it up, if you must say. But we appreciate y'all being here this evening. If you didn't catch us live, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment and engage. And we'll make sure to follow with your comment the following Sunday. But once again, happy June, y'all. May flew by. May was busy. May was productive. We will say that. But goodbye, May. Hello, June. Welcome this summer. Oof, man. Hey, Crystal. I see Jay in the chat room right now in the lobby. We got our folks who's here on the talk. Make sure I click it properly. We have Lee Lowly, we have Renata, we have Crystal, and we have Nicole. Nicole then came here and he said nothing. We had a conversation about that the other day. When you come into our lives, you gotta say something. Say something. Let me see if anybody on the tube. We ain't mean. We ain't rude. All we ask for you just say hi and hello. Just say what's good. Just I'm here, y'all. Y'all don't be stepping in other people's houses when not saying nothing, do y'all? I thought we talked about this, but we get it together. Hello, Quills. How you doing? Quills, how y'all doing? But tonight, something I want to discuss, something I wanted to converse about is reality TV and the impact reality TV has had on our culture and society. That's what I would love to engage with. Y'all cool with this conversation tonight? Y'all okay with that? Because I'm just, I wanted to add it to our conversation that we had last Sunday about graduation etiquette. Shout out to y'all. That was a great. I enjoyed that conversation. I got a lot of feedback about that later on. It was a hoot. It was a hoot. But mm, let me talk to y'all. How do y'all feel about reality TV? Let's get to know. That's the question I have about that. How do y'all feel about reality TV? Let's see. Let me see. Do y'all have any shows that y'all watch that y'all enjoy? Hello, Lilo. Thank you again. You're not a fan of reality TV. Me either. Okay. You know the reality of television that I rocked with, but older I became that I really is not in the best interest of my culture and my people. Cops. That was the first reality TV show that I can be like, I used to watch that. And it felt like reality until I found out some of the stuff was staged. And, you know, that's the thing about reality TV. I think when we stepped into a part where it started to be scripted and it started to be more, staged and scripted. Yeah, yeah. After a while, they would plant some things. And I think when it first started out, it was just authentic, but then it became more about the views. It became more about the numbers, the ratings. And yeah, that what brought us to what we have now. I don't think Cops is even a show. Another reality TV show that could be considered. Well, I think this would be considered reality TV. Let me look it up. Do y'all ever watch To Catch a Predator? To Catch a Predator was one of my favorite shows as a kid. And I was excited about that. Let me see if it's reality TV. Or that would that be considered something different? Nope, it was reality TV. To Catch a Predator. Yeah. Considered reality TV. I don't think none of that was staged. Actually, I believe it was the opposite. So let's see, but what are some of the most popular reality TV shows right now? Uh, so let's see. Right now, top reality TV shows. We have Love Island. We have Big Brother. Big Brother been rolling for 24 seasons now. Alone. I haven't even heard of Alone before, but I'm assuming Alone when they drop somebody off at an island or some destitute location. Alone. Okay. Hello, hello, T Marie. We have Below Deck. Guess that's on a boat. The Bachelor in Paradise. That's a new one I've heard. I haven't heard of. Love is Blind. I've heard about Love is Blind. Temptation Island. Project Runway, that's fashion. Survivor. Ooh, Survivor been going on 43 seasons. I guess they have too. I love, okay, Renata says she loves the circle. Vanderpump Rules. Jersey Shore. Okay, that was for 6 seasons. Real Housewives, and they have so many different Real Housewives from Miami to Atlanta to what's the one in California? We can go on and on. The Farm, Love After Lock Up, Love on the Spectrum. I can keep going. I did not consider this a reality TV show. American Gladiator. That's more of a game show. I don't know, but it could be a reality TV show. But anyway, y'all get the drift. Reality TV show is nothing new. Okay, it's been around for longer than we expected. Okay, I was going to Crystal. I was going to say is wrestling. They consider wrestling reality TV, and I'm like, see now we get to start talking about. Oh, we got some people. We got Jay. Okay, okay, I see you. Hey Jay. Hey Crystal. Welcome me in. Make sure you hey cameras off or make sure you're prepared. Audio ready. We on live, baby. We streaming. But the thing about with wrestling, if we bring wrestling and reality TV may be the same thing, but we have to separate it. We have to. Wrestling is a culture within itself. Oh, see, and I don't want to be a hypocrite because everything I'm thinking about reality TV and the things I don't like about it, wrestling do represent that. Mm. It is. That's why I stopped liking it, Crystal. It's a male soap opera. It is. I peep game in high school. I like. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All the what they call it, the heel turn, the turn heels or whatever. When I finally recognized, I like they playing on my this. Yeah. Oh, dang. I didn't expect to have this feeling tonight. Mm. Wrestling is reality. It was like the initial toxic television. Cause that's how I feel with reality TV has become. I think it started off authentic, then it shifted heavily. Listen, pop quiz, but without anybody Googling. Well, I once again, 30 seconds. What was the first reality TV show? If we consider the reality TV show. Come on, first one. Without Googling. I didn't guess it. I had to look it up myself. I thought that was the one too, actually, Crystal. I thought Real World was the first reality TV show. I will tell you that. But it's not. It is not. But that's an excellent guess. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, checkpoint. Boom. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Let's see. Let's see. Bam. Okay, now this is like age. The answer is I need a drum roll sound on this. On it was Candid Camera. Mm.
Ah,
Man, you remember Candid Camera? I didn't know. Candid Camera started as a radio show, and then it went into television. And Candid Camera didn't go off the air or stop showing or producing episodes to 2014. Never knew that. Ooh, but yeah. So when I think of like the old schools, like so we got to put Candy Camera, Real World, Cops was another one. America, they even try to put American what's it
well,
called? American Family Home Videos with fun American Funniest Videos, something like that. So you know me. What are you saying, Crystal? You had something to say? So
no.
let's look up what is reality television.
What's up?
So, television programs in which real people are continually filmed, designed to be entertaining rather than informative. Ooh, and that's not even AI. That's the dictionary right there. That may be a reason I don't like reality TV. It doesn't feed into it doesn't feed me anything. It feels like eating cardboard. That's what watching reality TV does for me. That's how I feel. I'm like, yeah, I'm putting something in me, but I don't feel like it's nutritional. I don't enjoy it. Some people may enjoy it. So, some people like eating chalk. I just saw one of my mutuals. She pregnant right now, and her addiction thing is chalk. I'm like, to me, it's crazy. Yeah, no substance. To me, that's crazy. That's to me that I don't understand it. That's weird. But I eat some things other people may not think is great for whatever. But the thing is, the point is, it's like, man, people love reality TV, but it's for entertainment, and that's why, like, why would you, why would you continue to put something out? If people are not here to be fulfilled, you gotta continue to put crazy stuff out here. Wild, like the balloon popping show now that you started on social media. And I don't know if we're gonna pivot to that because that's why I may bring in how much time we got. We got enough time to talk about it if we want to. But the goal of this conversation is talking about the impact reality TV has had on society and how reality TV has affected not only our behavior within our day-to-day lives to how it affects reality content now, content creation. Y'all follow me? Y'all catching me? Am I losing anybody? Okay, let's stay on. Like, look. Crystal said it right there. Junk food of TV. 100% agree. 100% agree. You enjoy it well, you enjoy it as a young person, but not so much as an adult. I think you enjoy it as an immature person, but as a mature person, you won't because there's a lot of adults that still enjoy it. Okay, that's why I'm drop that in there. That's how I'm gonna put that as my opinion. I'm gonna add a little sauce to what you put in. You bake the cake right. I'm gonna put a little the cream. The what was it? What's the font? The fondue? Is that fondue? What's the stuff you put on? Anyway, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I need to get back to baking. But case in point, reality TV. I start seeing how reality TV started mold relationships. And I know don't just mean relationships romantically. I mean relationships icing. Thank you. I mean relationships in all different forms, from work relationships to friendships, mother, father, son, daughter, siblings. People have an expectation based on seeing what they see on reality TV because they believe it to be real. Okay. For instance, wrestling. How many of us have tried a wrestling move on a sibling, cousin, or a friend? Listen, you see it on WWE or WWF, ECW. You see it on one of these wrestling shows as a kid. Soon as you get a hand on somebody else, oh man, it's going down. Jumping off your grandma couch, and I don't mean jumping off the cushion. You climb on the back of her couch. And I remember I used to do what's my boy nah well, it's not he used to fight with Rey Mysterio all the time. Oh my gosh, bad guy. I cannot think of his name right now, but he used to do the frog splash. My big ass used to ah all my weight. I stopped playing like that when I DDT one of my friends in class one time. I thought I took his life. I thought he was out of there. He laughed, everybody cheering. I was scared. I performed that DDT perfectly. Head under, put his leg up. I mean, put his arm behind mine, and just felt. Mm. Because you've seen people lose their life behind wrestling moves as kids playing one another. People imitate. You know, we had this conversation a long time ago on this platform. Does art imitate life or does life imitate art? I consider at times it's both. But when I tell you, I see things, and I see conversations on here, on this platform, on other platforms, or just on this internet in total. People talk about things on social media that they see on a reality TV show, and then they start to reenact it, or they start to incorporate it in their own life, and they start projecting it, or they start having conversations about it. And this is not reality any longer, what we're seeing now. I've seen a huge pivot. And when reality became was reality television was with real people in real situations, and it was the definition of just being continuously filmed, to when they started putting suggestions to transition to, it became scripted and it became staged. I hope I'm being, I hope folks understand it. We say life imitates art. Mm, mm. That's the discussion. Eddie Guerrero. Thank you, Mike. Okay, I see the chat right here. Thank you, like. Thank you, Mike. Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, he used to do that frog splash. Boy, I had no business doing the frog splash for nobody. I'm talking. I used to clap. Okay, okay. Let me get back. Let me get back on track. Oh man. But the thing that I'm focusing on, the thing that I'm mindful of, is now that people don't know how to differentiate reality TV from reality. I wish they didn't put. I wish they would put a. I wish they would just change the name. I think that would be helpful. Just don't call it reality TV. Make something else up. Lifetime. Call it Lifetime television. Oh, I used to hate Lifetime. But listen, I was raised by women. I was raised by sisters, cousins, and all that. Hello, Miss Hannah Drake. And when I tell you, Lifetime ain't nothing good about to come out for, people like me in reality. I mean, on Lifetime, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, oh my gosh! But when you talk about reality TV, it has really molded a lot of negativity and mindsets. Of course, it's great. Do your thing, but you got to know a different trend, a dramatization and reality. Like once again, reality TV is a dramatization. That's what it's become. But it's tricking you like it's real. And that's why I see what a lot of content creators doing now. And what should you really trust? What should we really trust anymore? And now AI is picking it up, but we gonna get to that in the future. Once again, these are the future conversations. I just want us to make sure we are wise enough to understand the difference in the two. Because before reality TV, what was really? I know reality TV been around, but what is something else people love to watch that's messy? Come on, come on. Let me see. Let me. I don't see if y'all know. What is something else that Crystal? I mean, Crystal getting go. Mike over here helping me with my wrestling. Crystal over here helping with every other question I may have. Thing I'm thinking of. Soap operas. Mm, let me tell you, my auntie. Shout out to my aunt Brenda. One thing you bet not do. Let me take y'all back in time. Y'all may not remember this. Y'all, you see, we got it so good now. We got this thing called streaming. We can reach out and touch one another so well. Oh, you even talking about cheetahs? Oh my god, cheetahs used to be shit. Oh, goodness gracious, that used to not. I think majority of that was reality. Same thing, but we yeah, but them soap operas. My aunt Brenda used to. We used to. Y'all remember VHSs? Y'all remember VCRs? For the folks, Jay, let me help you out. For the folks who don't know what a VHR is, this culture. Y'all can sit down and learn something right here. What time is it? We got 10 minutes there before I start subscriber only over here. So you had this machine called a VCR. Okay. Y'all don't know what a cassette is. This is before What we have now is streaming. Before we had streaming, you can do the MP3. Before MP3, you had the Blu-ray and DVD, and before Blu-ray and DVD, you had cassettes. Okay, am I missing something? I think I'm on track. I think they try to pull in something they try to do before between DVD cassette was something else, but it didn't last long. But that's the most popular way that how we used to share. See, Betamax was before VHS, right? Was VHS before Betamax or Betamax? I think Betamax before VHS. I may be wrong. Oh, by same time, same time. Betamax was way bigger than a VHS. Oh, and then you had these big ass discs. They only used to have them in the classroom though. VH1, trust me, VHS was a cassette tape. Okay, it was a large cassette tape. It had film, and that film held the. Yeah, I don't think VHS was after. That's all I'm thinking. But VHS did win. Mike, I'm talking to you, Mike. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. But when I tell you, you had to record the way we had television back in the day. It was a program. It was to the point you can get a TV guide. You had to follow. You had to have a TV guide that came out once a week, baby, on paper. The TV guide would tell you all the channels that's in your area or that you subscribe to that you pay for. And then you have to plan. Just you going too fast, Crystal. You going too fast. But yes, you have the TV. And this is because this is like in the early 90s when you had a TV guide. Now I didn't have like my daddy, my daddy used to steal cable. I don't know, he may used to pay for it. I know he used to steal it sometimes. So he had some channels he had no business having. But I don't know, he may have paid for it. I don't know. But case in point, oh yeah, and they sold them in the grocery store too. They sold the TV guys in the grocery store, and they'll have like Steve Urkel, the newest shows or the most popular or something dramatic was about to happen. Hey NJ, welcome back. They had like Steve Urkel or the people from Full House on the front, or it was that what it was. It was a time to be had. This is before social media, and the other thing that had the TV guide channel. Okay, if y'all would go to the hotels and all that. Yeah, they used to have celebrities on it. Oh man, ooh, damn, I may make that a whole different episode. That'd be a whole different conversation. Talking about magazines and how they used to be like going to the grocery store and you looking at the front and the jet and the Ooh, okay, let's pull it back. Let's pull it back. I'm trying to fly off. Focus, focus. But anyway, what the thing is, you had to figure out when your show coming on. Okay. My auntie, she works hard. She shout out, she just retired last year. 40 something years on the job. The mayor was at her retirement party. Okay. I don't know. Hand clap. Cheers. Retirement, baby. But back in the day, one of the main things you could not do is mess up her recording on her soaps. Okay. She had her soap operas. I can't remember Young and the Restless, Days of My Life, Days of Our Lives. There was another one. And she would set you can set a timer on your VCR and you had to put a VHS in with enough space on it. And it wasn't like you can maybe record like a week and you had to alternate them out. So when she got off of work, it was no when you come home, you can go to Netflix. It was no when you come home, you go to Hulu. It was no Amazon Prime. It was none of that. You had to you had to watch what was on at that time, or you had to go and get your VHS and replay what was had. But let me tell you, let's say if you got home from school and you wanted to watch TV in another room because one of your siblings or your cousins, someone else watching TV in that room, and you just changed the channel. You ain't even thinking nothing of it. No harm. You ain't had no ill intention, but you changed the channel. And then when your people, my auntie specifically, she go and she find Rugrats, All Real Monsters, Salute Your Shorts, something that was alternate to her soaps. Oh, that's your ass. Welcome in, MJ. How you doing? Welcome in. We just chopping it up. That was like we that that's that that was a different time. That was a different time. But when I tell you, though, that was an experience that how people love those soap. But my aunties, I used to know kids, we eavesdrop, we listen to everything. When I used to hear them talking about somebody husband sleeping with they got their sister pregnant and this, and that, I'm like, oh my God, who this? Is Shirley going through it? God, these grown folks are scandalous. Whole time they talking about soap operas. Reality TV are the new soap operas. They just blend because once again, another reason I don't watch reality TV, y'all know the type of work I do. I have no point of watching reality TV because this stuff happened in real life. Why would it's like if I played football actually and I'm watching a dramatization about football. I actually play it. What I need to watch. I don't need to do this. But case in point, yeah. But I done did a whole lot of talking and rock going on and on. And look, I don't think I shouted out and checked on my people. Jaya, Crystal, and welcome in NJ. How you doing? How y'all doing? How was y'all week this week? Mike, how was your week? I see you off mute, but I don't hear nothing.
Are you talking to Mike? I thought you was asking Mike first.
I'm asking all y'all, the first one to speak.
I'm doing good. It was a really good week.
Mm,
Chilling, chilling.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Jay, I may be checking on Eli right now. And NJ. We just started. NJ and I just became mutuals. Met her through the TikTok. She seemed like a dope person, you know. And she coming jumping on the Zoom the first week too. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. But how are you doing, NJ?
I'm good. It's been a rough week, but I'm good.
Mm, we'll punch that week in the chest. We handle it.
Yeah, tomorrow's
Oh
gonna be
no.
better.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay. Be careful, Jaya. Take care. Seriously. Hey, don't worry about us. We'll be checking in with you tonight and tomorrow. Okay. Please take care, nephew.
My.
I know she was saying that his fever was going up and down. I
Yeah.
don't, see, I don't play with fevers when they get that high.
Mm-mm.
Usually I say give him some ginger ale, but now take care of that baby. And Mike said same old, same old. But once again, NJ, she knew it here. Welcome in. Hey, Miss Cat Eyes. So we go live every Sunday and we stream on the tube and some other places. And we talk about what's happening in the week. We do a check in with one another. The topics can be whatever. We do 30-minute streaming and the rest. What's up, Lido? We did be chopping up between one on one. We're not one on one, but our community. But thank you for coming. This is new. We have fun. Once again, our pillars are respect, communication, and consistency. All right. As long as we can have those three things, it's cool. And if any of us get out of pocket, my responsibility is gets back in pocket. And if people want to stay out of pocket, they got to get out of here too. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But we cool. This is when people say things are safe spaces. I'm careful when I say that. This is a safe space if you want to be safe. Okay. This is a space, long as you hear it and to follow those three pillars, we're all gonna have a good time. But when some people come in, we value maturity. If people feel like, okay, I'm not going to be on my best behavior this evening. And once again, we get wild. I mean, we have some very in-depth conversations. But if we're not here to respect one another, hey, just be like, hey, just lie it out. We couldn't. Have you ever had to come in and get out of pocket? Um, Paquito? Rarely, rarely, rarely. But the answer to your question is yes. It's been a time or two that I had to come in and, say some things. And, some people be working from a place of emotion rather than fact. And I'm usually okay when you do work from a place of emotion. Just be prepared when people respond to you out of a place of emotion because you shared your emotion. And when you can't handle the response as well, that's when I'm like, okay, well, let's mediate and come right back to a middle ground for this. But I always say as adults, we're just older children and we need consistent direction in life. That's why we are Jesus. But yeah, that's how we do it. And shot man, today's been an adventure too. Shout out to I don't talk about work on here, but shout out to my coworkers. If y'all ever see this, I rock with y'all. Had a real good time with my people. Man, if you ever get, man, I'm one of the people. Some people like, I don't like meeting, getting to know my coworkers. Listen, I don't mind it. Because what you see here in the work, I'm a professional dude. I knock my work out. I handle business. But man, you just got to be careful. I know when to turn things off and turn things on, but I'm always gonna be me. That's on all the time. That's on all the time. You work from home. Appreciate getting to know my coworkers from a distance. And that's the thing. I was going in the office and now they made us work from home now, and I'm like, oh, I'm completely different. I like going in. I like, that I'm a just like y'all see me here on this platform. I'm truly a social butterfly. I love getting to know people, and the people who know me know that. Okay. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let me knock my work down. And I know when to disappear and hide out, that's when I'm getting work done. But when I get my work done, I can be that coworker. I'm gonna come out, Crystal, what you doing? What happened? I can throw you off all your work for a while. And sometimes I recognize that, like, I'm gonna let you do your work. No, let's talk. No, you got stuff to do. Cause especially your stuff affect me. You need to handle your shit. Get on it. Okay, but that's me. That's me. That's me.
So you're saying you get people in trouble at work?
No, they get themselves in trouble. Okay. They get themselves in trouble. I am not responsible for your action. I'm responsible for me. It was the same thing when I was in
In
school,
school?
same thing. I used to do my homework in class. Now, what I do now I'm out playing, having a good time. Why didn't you get your work done? I'm done with mine. That's what I say. Don't be comparing everything. Don't be comparing. Don't point at
You
me.
outside at recess and they
Man,
there with the
lit,
teacher, still
lit.
trying to get their math work done because you was distracting her.
Because I came in class early. Because I
Mm.
knew what I wanted to do. Didn't you?
We're not talking about me.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Oh my goodness. But y'all, we hit our 30 on YouTube. YouTube, I love y'all. Hey, I'm just so happy. YouTube. Y'all know we at 1K. We ain't went below. Listen, it took us damn near 3 years to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube, and I'm absolutely grateful for it. I'm gonna start posting daily on YouTube because I still need them numbers to up over there. We got some episodes coming up. We got some recording that I got to tell my guest about for tomorrow night. We're doing our Father's Day recording. If y'all have some questions for us for our Father's Day episode, holler at us. I have a panel of at least 5 women that are going to be discussing Father's Day. Mm. The Mother's Day episode was great with all men. The all male panel, awesome. Loved it. And I hope we can recreate something even better with our 5 ladies. Okay. But if you have any questions for us, send them to me ASAP so we make sure we can share it with them and I can put this thing together. I got my flow I want it to be, but sometimes things just go the way it goes. But I'm gonna make sure to pull it all together. But I'm absolutely grateful for y'all coming through. And thank you always for supporting. Make sure to subscribe, and share. Comment too. Engagement help. Hey, listen, Mike. You know what I'm gonna do? That's one thing I can do. I just be so going. I need to post so much on YouTube, IG. I need to go through and delete a bunch of my old IG posts too, because I be seeing people be deleting. And listen, it's so much I got to do with my social media management. I got so much content; it is ridiculous, but I love it, and I love y'all. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the advice, and we're gonna be gone. We will still be chiming up if you want to come over to the Zoom, but we'll see y'all next Sunday. New episode this week. Wednesday. Well, I'm gonna try to put it out. Maybe a two-part, maybe two episodes this Wednesday. Long conversation with some people, but we love it. It's good conversations. All right. We love y'all.